Do you want to enhance your brain's neuroplasticity? Do you want to become more resilient to stress? The answer is simple. Practice meditation every day. Continue for 8 weeks. Why does it work? This slide explains everything. When meditation begins, changes start happening in your brain. Gray matter density in the hippocampus increases significantly. The hippocampus, the center of memory and learning, becomes activated. At the same time, density reduction is observed in the amygdala region. The amygdala, the center of fear and stress. This change correlates with a decrease in your stress response. Changes occur in the prefrontal cortex. Attention controllability improves. Your ability to focus can be strengthened. This is what 15 years of neuroscience research has shown us. Many studies have reported this relationship. These are mechanisms observed through MRI scans, and this is achievable. Practice meditation at a set time every day. Focus your attention on your breath and concentrate on this present moment. With this, your brain begins to change. Today, let me show you the scientific evidence. In 2011, the Lazar Laboratory at Harvard University reported a significant finding. They demonstrated through MRI scans that meditation can change brain structure. It was a small but rigorous study with 16 participants. An average of 27 minutes of meditation with weekly group sessions. This was MBSR, a mindfulness-based stress reduction program, an 8-week program developed by John Kabat-Zinn in 1979. After 8 weeks, MRI scans captured the changes. Gray matter density in the hippocampus had increased with statistical significance. Using VBM, voxel-based morphometry, the changes were shown as alterations in gray matter concentration. The center of memory and learning was activated. Simultaneously, density reduction was observed in the amygdala region, the center of fear and stress. And this change in the amygdala, correlated with participants, reported decrease in stress levels. The brain changes aligned with changes in subjective experience. This was a small-scale study, but it became the foundation for many subsequent studies. The effects of meditation aren't limited to the hippocampus and amygdala. Changes can also occur in the prefrontal cortex, the most evolved part of the brain, particularly the anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC. This region is responsible for maintaining attention and regulating emotions. During meditation, the ACC becomes activated. You focus attention on your breath, distracting thoughts arise, you notice them, you return to the breath. This cycle may be training the ACC. There are cross-sectional studies examining long-term meditation practitioners. A 2005 report observed differences in cortical thickness in their prefrontal cortex. However, this is a cross-sectional study. We cannot rule out the possibility that these differences existed beforehand. For attention controllability, improvements have been reported in multiple studies. A 2014 meta-analysis showed that mindfulness interventions can produce small to moderate improvements in attention and executive function. However, results vary depending on the task and individual differences. Emotional regulation ability may also improve. The mechanism is that by strengthening the ACC, you become better at controlling emotional reactions. Here's where meditation's effects get fascinating. The default mode network, the DMN. This network becomes activated when you're doing nothing, remembering the past, imagining the future, thinking about yourself. This is the job of the DMN. The DMN is important for normal functions like introspection and autobiographical memory. The problem is when this network persistently operates in ways that don't fit the context. Rumination that won't stop, which can be associated with anxiety and depression. Meditation can change the activity patterns of this DMN. A 2011 study reported differences in DMN activity and connectivity associated with meditation experience. When scanning the brains of experienced meditators, differences were seen in DMN activity patterns. Differences existed not only during meditation, but also during rest. Their brains showed a tendency to remain in the present rather than the past or future. This is a reduction in mind wandering. The mind is less likely to wander, and it becomes easier to focus on this present moment. This is a change that can be observed as a brain activity pattern, not just a subjective feeling. When you measure brain waves, another aspect of meditation becomes visible. Gamma waves. These are high-frequency brain waves around 40 Hz, involved in conscious attention and sensory integration. The Davidson Laboratory at the University of Wisconsin measured the brain waves of Tibetan monks. A 2004 study. Mathieu Ricard, a monk with over 10,000 hours of meditation experience. When they measured his brain waves, interesting results emerged. The amplitude of gamma waves was remarkably higher than in ordinary people, and these gamma waves were synchronized across multiple brain regions: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe. Different regions showed a tendency to oscillate in one rhythm. This may reflect the integration process of consciousness. Vision, hearing, sensation, thought. Separate pieces of information become one unified experience. However, caution is needed. This study targeted expert meditators. Whether ordinary people experience similar changes with short-term meditation is still under research. Also, the influence of artifacts like electromyography is being discussed. Still, this is an important finding, suggesting that meditation can affect the integrative functions of the brain. The effects of meditation aren't limited to brain structure. Effects may reach the cellular level. Telomeres. A cap-like structure that protects the ends of chromosomes. Each time a cell divides, telomeres get shorter. This is the mechanism of cellular aging. In 2011, the Blackburn Laboratory at the University of California examined the relationship between meditation and telomeres. They followed people who participated in a 3-month intensive meditation retreat. The result was that the activity of telomerase, the enzyme that maintains their telomere length, was higher than in the control group. Some reports show approximately 30% to 40% higher. This is a result suggesting suppression of aging at the cellular level. However, how this difference in activity actually affects aging speed is not yet established. A 2020 meta-analysis also reported effects on telomere-related indicators, but causation and clinical significance are still under research. Furthermore, there are changes in cortisol. Cortisol, the stress hormone. When chronically elevated, it can shrink the hippocampus and suppress immunity. In some studies, cortisol reduction has been reported after meditation programs. However, cortisol has large diurnal variations, and results change easily depending on measurement method, time of day, and target population. A 2021 meta-analysis concluded that effects are limited and condition-dependent. There are various types of meditation, and each tends to have different effects on the brain, as reported in research. First, focused attention meditation, concentrating awareness on the breath, a mantra, or a specific object. This tends to affect the prefrontal cortex and anterior cingulate cortex. Attention improves, and the duration of concentration can be extended. Samatha meditation and Zen breath counting fall into this category. Second, insight meditation, observing thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. Without judgment, simply noticing. This affects DMN-related regions and tends to improve metacognition. Your ability to objectively observe your own thought patterns can be enhanced. Vipassana meditation and mindfulness meditation are examples of this. Third, loving-kindness meditation, generating goodwill toward yourself and others. Wishing, may all beings be happy. This tends to activate the insula and temporoparietal junction. Empathy can be enhanced, and social connections strengthened. Metta-meditation, compassion meditation falls into this category. A 2016 review organized the tendency for different meditation styles to involve networks of attention, self-reference, and empathy in different ways. However, these are tendencies, not strict one-to-one correspondences. Any meditation method can affect the brain. You can choose the appropriate method according to your goals. Now, let's organize today's key points. Here's today's summary. First, meditation can bring changes to brain structure. 8 weeks of mindfulness meditation results in statistically significant increases in gray matter density in regions like the hippocampus, related to memory function. Simultaneously, density reduction is observed in the amygdala region, correlating with decreased stress perception. Changes occur in the prefrontal cortex, and attention control ability can improve. These are changes observed through MRI scans. However, the magnitude of effects varies among individuals, and the same changes don't occur in everyone. Second, meditation can affect brain function. The anterior cingulate cortex becomes activated, and improvements in attention control ability have been reported as a tendency. Activity patterns of the default mode network change, and mind wandering can decrease. It becomes easier to focus on the present rather than the past or future. This is a change that can be measured as brain activity patterns. A 2014 meta-analysis showed small to moderate effects. Third, meditation can have diverse physiological effects. Changes in gamma wave activity have been reported in expert meditators. Effects on telomerase activity have been suggested, indicating the possibility of suppressing aging at the cellular level. Cortisol reduction has been reported in some studies, but results vary depending on measurement methods and populations. Recent large-scale meta-analyses have also confirmed that meditation has stress reduction effects equivalent to drug therapy or other psychological therapies. It's not magic, but it is reliable mental training. Will you start meditation today? What time of day will you practice? Share your meditation plan in the comments. Thanks for investing in your health today. This channel explores the mechanisms of the human body and the science of health. Evidence, not emotion. Science, not trends. This is what lights your path to health. Subscribe to the channel, and let's learn the truth about your body together next time. Turn on notifications, and every time a new video is published, your health knowledge will level up. See you next time.